It is cascaded down to the bottom line. Hello everyone, how's it going today? It's Atu. So today I'm gonna introduce 5 phrases that I think will make your English sound really smart. Whether or not you are actually smart, there must be a situation where you really want to sound smart. I don't think I'm really smart, but I often use some techniques to sound a little smarter than actually I am, which is word choice. So there are some phrases that make you sound really smart, even if you are not. I don't think sounding smart is the most important thing in the business, but actually sometimes it impacts the substance of the matter. For example, it might change the attitude of people you are speaking to, and thus it might increase your credibility as well. So I believe to some extent it's very important to know these phrases and be able to use those phrases. So today I'm gonna introduce 5 phrases that I think will make your English smarter and further enhance the quality of relationship you have. So let's check them out. The very first phrase is to do a deep dive into something. To do a deep dive into. So this means to analyze. So this is included in distinction 1, by the way. And when you analyze the data, you can just say, I do a deep dive into something. So for example, your CFO might say like, I put together all the data and did a deep dive into each set of data, trying to analyze the underlying cause of the movements and also better understand the pattern behind it. So he sounded very smart, right? But actually what he means is, he just analyzed the data to understand the situation and identify the cause of it. That's it. But it sounded very smart. It's so different from just saying, oh, I analyze the data. A lot of people use this phrase just to mean to analyze the data because it sounds really smart. The next one is leverage. So I think leverage is a term that is very familiar to a lot of Japanese because this is one of the technical terms that you use in the forex trade or stock trading. So leverage actually means to use the power of lever. But many people use it to mean just to use something. Of course, you're not gonna say, oh, can I leverage this pen? Of course, you can't say that. But if you are utilizing something, like for example, I just want to leverage what we did last year so we can avoid reinventing the wheel. So in this kind of context, maybe from next time you could use leverage. It's a good expression. The third one is fundamental. Fundamental. A lot of people love this word, fundamental. So fundamental basically means just basic. So for example, somebody might say like, that's a fundamental issue. That's pretty much the same as basically that's the issue. Easy, right? But a lot of people love using fundamental. And you can use fundamental as a noun as well, like fundamentals. So maybe try using fundamentals from next time. You might sound a bit smarter. The fourth one is get exposure to. I hear this phrase like every single day, and this is included in distinction 2. So get exposure means to have an experience, to obtain an experience. Like when you say, I want to get exposure to this type of work, it basically means I want to get some experience in this type of work. So maybe from next time you can use get exposure to something. Expose yourself to something. So for example, you can say in a formal situation, like in my English studies, I always try to get exposure to a variety of topics so I can expand vocabulary I can use in a daily conversation. It sounds a bit smarter, right? Last but not least, cascade down. So cascade means a waterfall, but here it's being used as a verb. And it basically means to pass information from left to right, left to right, left to right. So in this kind of hierarchy, somebody at the top passes information to the next layer. It is cascaded down to the bottom line. So for example, in a context where certain information has to be passed through the layers, or you just need to tell a team and it will cascade down from there. So these are the 5 phrases that I wanted to introduce to make your English sound a bit smarter. Remember, these phrases won't make you smart, just make you sound a bit smarter. And also, just to let you know, we've rolled out distinction 1, distinction 2, and also vocabularies. They are all available on our website, that's ego.shop. So if you haven't got your hands on them, definitely check out our website. I'm going to introduce more and more phrases on my channel, so if you're keen to know more, please do subscribe and give us likes. We also have Paraphrase Eikaiwa going on Instagram, and also we've got a bunch of information available on atsuego.com free of charge. Please check these out as well. So that is all. Thank you very much for watching. I see you in the next video. Bye.